Happy greetings, everyone. I'm Crystal Forman, the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health, where we make healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun, with a focus on plant-based foods and meditation to help you live a healthier, compassionate, and more vibrant life. Today, we are making our sweet potato bliss balls, also known as sweet potato truffles. And the recipe is on the website. I've put the link in the chat as well as in the description of this video. So let's get started. Just give me one moment. Let's make sure my volume is off. Just 1 minute. So if you're watching live, say hello. Let me know you're here. If you're watching this as a replay, definitely say hello as well. Let me know that you've watched this video and make sure you give it a thumbs up as well. Or heart. Appreciate that too. So we have here 1 cup of mashed sweet potatoes, 1 cup of almond flour, or you use almond meal. Almond flour is just a little finer than almond meal, but both work very well. You can easily make your own just by putting some almonds in your food processor and blending it, or in a grinder. You also have 5 pitted Majol dates, but you can use any dates you want. And I've soaked these for about 15 minutes just to plump them up just a little bit. If you notice that your dates are starting to get a little crystallized, a little sugar on the outside, it's still fine. Some people think it's gone bad. It has not. Basically, it started to dry out, and the sugar is coming to the outside. So super sweet, but there's nothing wrong with it. You might just need to hydrate it depending on what recipe you're making. And then we have our seasonings here. So we have 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, let me say it again. We have 2 teaspoons of cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon powder or ground cinnamon, and a half teaspoon of ground nutmeg. If you don't like nutmeg, you can leave it out, or you can substitute with ginger powder. And then we have some ingredients to roll our bliss balls in. So we're going to start with adding our 1 cup of mashed sweet potato. Basically took a sweet potato, washed it, baked it, took the skin off, mashed it with a fork, and we're just going to put this right in here. Happy Friday, Miss Adrienne. Thank you for tuning in. Always love to see you here live, but I also appreciate when you watch the replays too. So we have our dates here. We're going to put them in right in the food processor. And we have 1 cup of our oat flour. It's going right in. Then our seasonings. So we have the 2 teaspoons of cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon powder, and a half teaspoon of our nutmeg. And that's really it. Put the top on, and we're going to put this on high, and it only takes like a few moments. I just want to push down the sides, see how the texture is going. If you need to add more oat or flour or almond flour in this instance, you can do so at this stage. Feels like it's a little moist, so I'm going to add about another 1/3 cup of our almond flour here. And this blended in. You can pulse it or put it on low or really high, it doesn't matter. So this is like a whole food recipe. The almonds you can do whole and then grind up. We have the sweet potatoes as well as the dates. There's no added sugar, including no maple syrup or anything like that. It's all sweet and naturally with the sweet potatoes and our dates. I'm just going to blend this up a little bit longer, and then we'll do the next step. So that is ready. Let's see. So it looks like we're good. So just take this out. I'm going to measure out about a tablespoon. So this batter makes about 12 to 15 Bliss balls, depending on the size. I'm doing about a tablespoon. If you find that it's sticking to your hands just a little bit too much, you can add a little water to your hands and makes it a little easier to roll it out. Does anyone have any questions about this as I'm going along? This is a very easy recipe. It's great for breakfast, snack, or dessert. You can have children do this with you. It's fun for them to do. And it's also a stress relieving activity just by like getting your hands in here. I always say though, when you're cooking and touching your food, make sure you're putting good intentions. You don't want a whole lot of negativity in your food. It does affect the quality. So these are going to go in the refrigerator or freezer. Refrigerator about 15-20 minutes, freezer about 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll get a nice firmer texture. So let me show you all that here. So these were in freezer. These were in the fridge. I just made them a little while ago. And from here, you can just roll them into whatever topping you want. So you can eat it just like this. You don't have to do anything else to it if you don't want to. Or I have some grated coconut here. So I'm just rolling this right in. You can just put this back in the refrigerator. You can also freeze these for like a month. So if you know you're not going to eat all of this within a week, then definitely, you know, you can freeze it or you can keep it in the refrigerator for about a week or so. I just coated this one in cocoa powder. So this is just cocoa powder coated. You can do a combination if you want. And they are ready to go. So does anyone have any questions, comments? And I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the computer to see if there's any comments or questions. So definitely feel free to chime in. This is a super quick recipe, easy to make. If you don't have a food processor, you can actually, because the sweet potatoes are already mashed with the fork, you can really just incorporate everything and just mash with a potato masher or fork until you get the consistency you want. Put it in the refrigerator after you make them into several balls, Bliss balls, and then take them out of the refrigerator or freezer and do these same steps. So super nutritious meal or snack, very high in beta carotene, which is great for our skin as well as night vision. It's also high in a lot of fiber and other minerals as well, including calcium. So we're getting some iron and calcium and other minerals from our dates that are in here. And we also are getting protein from our almond flour or almond meal. So you can use any of those. If you don't want to use almond flour because of allergies or you just don't want to use it or don't have it, you can use oat flour to keep this a gluten-free recipe. So just play with it, change it up however you want. We do have another recipe for carrot cake Bliss balls. So you can check that out on the YouTube channel. Just type in if you do the Holistic Wellness and Health, put in carrot cake Bliss balls, and you will find that recipe as well. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all Monday for our recorded live or recorded 5 o'clock. That's when it should be posted, that video. And then next Friday for our live at 5 as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace and blessings. Take care of each other and take care of yourself. I will see you next time. Oh, cool. Sadrian says she will try tomorrow. Yes, this is just like a great filling recipe. So definitely share. I love to see your photos, your cooking photos. So definitely tag me to make sure I see it. And yeah, so this, yeah, don't definitely tag me. I'm not one of those people who don't mind being tagged, especially when it's about food, vegan food. So yeah, definitely tag me and when you make this, Miss Adrian. All right. Peace and blessings, everyone. And I will check you all next time.